Hello, guys. I'm gonna wait and see if people starts coming on here before I start talking. Let's see. So, how is everybody doing? I'm trying to see if the messages. Okay, here we go. They're coming up. Hello. So, anyways, I thought I'd come on for a minute and chat with you guys and see how everybody's doing. I'm doing good. How are you doing? All that I do these days are work, and that's not it. And then the week that I have my kids, I work, but not as much. So, pretty much when I don't have them, I'm working extra. But that's about it. But as you can see from the title, for about, I would say about 2 years, like, I have wanted to get my nose pierced, and I never would because I just never would do it. But anyways, got it done. And let me tell you, I honestly think that the piercing, like my nose piercing, rather than my daith right here, I think my nose hurt worse. Like, I mean, like the daith hurt really bad, but like it hurt. It freaking hurt. And it didn't hurt for long, but I was like, oh my gosh. And so today, like he had told me, he's like, now for about 3 or 4 days, you're gonna be like you're gonna be like seeing it, and like it's gonna be like kind of annoying. He's like, don't touch your face, don't touch your nose, and he says you won't really realize how much you do touch it until you get your nose pierced or whatever, or the coronavirus. They say not to touch your face and stuff. So, anyways, you feel like you have something in your nose, like what you do. But I mean, you feel like there's something there, so you automatically want to like grab it or whatever. So I've done that 3 times today, and does the earring back? No, it actually like the back of it kind of like twirls up. Sometimes if it like turns around the opposite way, it's weird, but it don't really bother me. But the first time that I touched it, and it was just like how like when you like your nose itches and you go down like this to rub it, like I went down to rub it, and then the earring was like halfway out, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And so I was eating, and I was like at a restaurant, so I had to like turn my phone on and put the camera on because I had to like see to get it back in there, and it hurt like heck. I was like, oh my goodness. And then I done it again earlier, and so I'm trying not to touch it, but you have to clean it like 3 times a day, which hurts like bad. I had my nose done 3 times in the same spot, but I had a scar tissue really bad, but I'm glad I did it this last time. Yeah, they say that, well, he told me that I needed to keep this piercing in for 6 months before I change it, but that seems like a long time for me. I do know that, no, it's not. I mean, it is a little bit, but I think it's where I like freaking pulled it out 3 times today, and I don't know. It kind of, I think the weirdest thing is whenever you clean it. And when you clean it, it feels weird. And like you have to stick your finger in your like up in your nose to get like up around in there, like cleaned out. And that feels weird and it hurts. But I like it. I still haven't changed this because I don't know if y'all can see that, but your Daith, it's for headaches and it works. Like it helps with my headaches, but you have to go and like they'll like take it out for you and then you can get another one in. But I've had this for like 2 years, I think, and I've not even messed with it. I want to get like a different one, but I've not done that yet. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really understand why he said 6 months. It's kind of weird. Anyways, so I decided not to put on any foundation because I didn't want to like irritate it. And not only that, like yes, it does, Leanne. How are you doing, honey? It really does. And like whenever they done my Daith piercing, like the weirdest thing happened, and like they'll tell you like sometimes you feel like it sounds like you hear like a pull like in your head, like when they go through there. It's like it's some kind of nerve, and like you literally can feel it. And when I felt that, and like my headaches are nowhere near what they were. So it's like a pressure point that they hit whenever they pierce that. So, and he was telling me like, oh, I'm wanting to get like see, it's a circle now with a little ball, but I'm wanting to get like an arrow, like a straight one that's just like long rather than the circle. But he said if you get that, it doesn't help with headaches, which seems weird. I just thought the piercing itself, helped with the headaches. But obviously, I think it's like this area and like when you turn it, I don't know. It's weird. He was explaining it to me yesterday, but I was like, I did not know that. Anyways, I thought I would come on here and show you guys. I was just going to do a video and like just upload it, but I was like, well, let's just go live and do it. But I like it. I love it, actually. But I'm extra careful because my cousin has hers done, and she's like, you better be careful because like when you're washing your face or if you dry your face and you forget and you go down, it'll like pop out. And I'm like, no. I would hate for this to pop out now because where it's so new, like it would grow up real quick. But anyways, what has everybody been doing? Crystal, honey, you should do it. If you want it done, do it. I just, I can't wait to get little studs, like real pretty ones. This one's like real tiny, but it's cute. Crystal, it's actually, I'm not going to say that it's not bad because it is. Like the hardest part is when they put the needle in. It's like that long, but they like stick it through. And then they go in behind it with this. And it's like, the piercing itself's weird. It's got like a hook and it's weird, but that kind of hurt. But then after that, that's all. My eyes did water and my nose watered a little bit. But other than that, it wasn't that bad. So that's how we've been doing. I work, and then when the kids are here, we'll go to the lake or fishing or something. Hey, Tina. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like it. I'm kind of dreading going to work and wearing those masks because I'm afraid that I'm going to get it caught up right in here. And then I'm going to freaking be peed off because it hurts so bad. But anyways, I hope your tests come back good. I've been watching these lightning bugs out here. They are so pretty lightening up. I used to, me and the kids used to catch them and put them in mason jars. It was so fun. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and share my nose piercing. I've got to go to work in the morning for 8 hours. It's like 6 to 2, so I'm going to have to try to get in the bed a little early tonight, which I normally go and lay down, but I never go to sleep until like freaking midnight because I just can't go to sleep. Getting used to working like 2 to 10 and then like winding down and stuff, it takes forever. But my hair's starting to grow out. It's longer when it's straight, but I'm glad because I'm not cutting my hair in a long time. I cut it way too short. Yay, Cindy. I will. I can see that it's a little red right through here, but I think it's just where I hit it today, and it hurt like heck. So, I haven't been walking like I said I was going to. I have my hours and stuff at work where they change them up on the week that I don't have my kids, and it's just like I work nonstop. And I've not had, like today is like literally the first day that I've had a break. And I'm wanting to start back walking, but it's hard to do when your schedule's like all over the place, and the staffing's low right now because of all this corona crap, and it's just, it is crazy. It's a crazy time working, and it's very, very stressful. Good night. And we're all doing great. Hey, Nora, how are you? It feels real nice out here tonight. It's cool. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go because I don't even know what time it is. I gotta go in here and wash my nose again, and I'm dreading the far out of that because it hurts so bad. And it weirds me out, like having to like go up in here and wash, because it feels weird. Like extremely weird, and like it hurts. So I'm hoping that it will. Look at all these gray hairs, y'all. Look at this. It's bad. Like, I'm gonna have to color my hair soon. Y'all see that? It's gotten a lot better because I put in some sun in, but dude, this is unreal. See all that? It's like one big splotch, like right there. And I don't know what's going on with it. I'm getting old. Extremely old. So I take my hair, like it's a good thing that I put my hair over to the side because, guys, I got to cover my grays up. Got to cover them up. But anyways, I have a couple of, like, I need to upload some reviews, and Lord, I've got at least 5 or 6 reviews that I need to review from companies that I've not had time. And I have like an empties video that I need to upload, and then I have a grocery like outlet haul that I need to upload. But I've been so busy, and I feel bad about not coming on here and like doing videos, but when you work, it's hard to get all that out there. And I'm wanting to go to some more Dollar Trees because people's been finding like name brand, like those like eye brushes and stuff, like face brushes. So I'm going to go look for those. I have never, girl, you can't see it right now, but it's probably where it's so dark out here, but I've never had this much gray. And I don't want to dye my hair because then I'm going to have to worry about dyeing it every month, and I just don't want to do that. Hello, how are you? Girl, we were just discussing about grays. Like, grays all up in here. I'm not. Like, when I cut my hair, like when I cut it real short, you can see a little bit blonde right here. This is a little bit that was left, but they cut all of the color out. And all of this is my natural hair color. So I was just saying, that's why I do the side sweep, because, which, I mean, that's my regular part, but look at this. They're everywhere. It's bizarre. They don't look that dark tonight, thank the Lord. It's from this darkness out here. Yeah, when I pull mine back, and I wear it back at work a lot, but you can see them. But mine are white. Mine aren't gray, they're white. And it's, I guess it's highlights, we should say. Highlights. My face is itching off, and it's like, I think it's just because my nose itches and I want to touch it, and so my face all over is itching. I'm like, what is going on? But anyways. Gina, how are you doing, honey? How is everybody doing? And I've been like trying to drink more water, and which I've been doing pretty good on that. Yeah, mine are natural highlights too. Natural highlights. But yeah, I've been trying to drink more water and stuff like that, and like it's been a struggle, like with all this crap going on with Corona and work. And I'm like, one day I literally came home, which like I done good, like I ate good, and then yeah, me too. I was getting tired earlier before I come on here. I was like, man, I'm sleepy. But I had ate real good that day, and it was a work day, and it was very stressful, like extremely stressful. Came home that night, it was like 10 o'clock, which I had to get back up. Got home at 10:30. Went to bed around 1 because I had to wind down. But in between those times that I was home, I was eating down the house. And everything, I just wanted to eat everything. I think it's just, I don't know. It did hurt. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it did hurt. But it was just like for a little bit, and then it went away. And it's not real sore unless you mess with it. So I mean, you're not supposed to touch it anyways, rather than when you're just cleaning it or whatever. We are still on lockdown. I think they're going to open it soon with restrictions, but I don't know how soon. And I got my nose pierced. Gina, I got my nose pierced. But anyways, they're still on, we're still on lockdown. And now, like all of the people that work there, we have to test once a week. So next Tuesday, it's another COVID testing, and those things are awesome. Not really, but you know. So we're not looking forward to that crap because it hurts. If y'all haven't had Corona test, it flipping hurts. And I'm telling you what, it's like, it happens fast, but between that fastness, it's like, it hurts. It's the worst feeling ever. And your eyes water, and you sneeze, and you cough, and like, I coughed a lot when they done mine. Afterwards, like when I got up, So I'm not looking forward to that, honestly. This whole thing has been rough. Like, gosh, it's been so rough working there during this time. It's every time, like, especially when it first started, there was changes every other day. It's slowed down now, but now it still changes. Like, there's so many rules and regulations and vacations. You can't go on vacations, and it's crazy. So it's been a little bit too much, honestly, but all of us have made it through it, and thank the Lord by God's grace and mercy. But it's been very, very bad, just mentally and physically, just all the above. We are in Cali are seriously ready to shut down again. It's bad here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, people's not doing what they're supposed to when it's awful. Very awful. And if that crap gets in the nursing home with sick elderly people, like, it ain't gonna be good at all. So I mean, there's pros and cons to the facility being shut down, but like them not being able to see their family and then they die, that's the hardest thing that I've ever seen in my daggum life. It's the worst thing I have ever. There's been plenty of times that I would come home and have meltdowns and just sit and cry for hours and couldn't stop. Like, it took a huge toll on me. And it still does. It's like it's easing down because now they can go out of their rooms, but for the longest, they couldn't even go out of their rooms, man. It was just ridiculous. And it was just, during that time, they were like on edge, and like it was bad. I'm ready for it to open back up for the people. I'm not looking forward to the weekly test that we have to do once a week because that's going to be ridiculous, and I don't really see I see the point in it, but I don't see the point in it because, I mean, you can take the test and then not have it, and then a day or two later go out and get by somebody and get it or something. So it's just another way of being tortured. And it's not fun at all. But I'm glad that I've been able to stick with it and help them. There's been people that, not necessarily at our facility, but during the whole corona thing, people would quit and walk out because they were afraid that they was going to get it. Even though nobody had it, they were still terrified, and which I was at first. Just, I was afraid that I would get it and pass it along to my kids or something. But yeah, it's been a difficult time. Difficult. And like not having, enough help and working overtime because, we've got to help, and that's been rough too. But I'm glad that we can say, there's a mosquito going out through here. I'm glad that we can be there for them because, I mean, these people in the nursing home right now, they can't see their family. They can FaceTime them if they've got, an iPad or something, but we pretty much are there and we're like their family, and we have to, they kind of live through us, and it's just, it's bittersweet, like seeing what you see, but then like at the same time, it's a blessing that you can help them, because if it wasn't for us, people that can do this kind of job, they would have nobody, like literally. But I'm looking forward to this corona crap to go away, and I know everybody else is too. It's just, and not even just the corona, like the world in general has went bizarre, and like I mean, just going to grocery stores or seeing how people are now. It's a weird time, and I try not to focus on it because I can't even 2 days. I've watched maybe 5 or 10 minutes of the Today Show. 2 days, that's it. Not even, I didn't even really sit and pay attention to it. But it's been so bad, and I know y'all are the same way, most of you, but I can't watch it. Like, I can't sit and let that crap seep into my soul and my spirit, and it just brings you down. It makes you depressed, and seeing all of the violence and the hate and crap on the news. And I'm like, what in the world has happened to people? Like, literally, what's happened? Um, and it's just horrible. It's freaking horrible. Um, there's like the racist thing going on and like all of that crap. And I'm like, it's really sad that this world's came down to this mess. Like, it's pitiful. And violence is violence. You can't go around that, and there's no need for it. um what everybody needs love. And if you don't have love, you don't have nothing. I mean, if you don't love your brother or your sister or your neighbor, how are you going to go and stand before God? And how's he going to let you in the gate if you don't have love in your heart and it's just full of hate and envy and strife? I've never once have understood how people can be that way. And I know it's the devil. The devil's tormenting people, and people's, let their guard down and all this stuff. But it's really a sad, scary time. It's a it's an uneasy feeling. Like, the time that we're living in, it's very uneasy, and it's just, I can't, honestly, if I'm scrolling, and there for the longest, like when the corona first hit, everybody was like worried and watching, and I was watching because I was petrified. I was scared to death. I get that, but the media stretches stuff out so bad and so strong, and it's too much. And I have refused to put that crap in my mind, in my soul, in my spirit anymore, because it's not worth it. And if I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see all this crap on Facebook of politics bullcrap, people fussing, bickering over something that was said or something that offended the other, I mean, that's nonsense too, because there's no need in that mess. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's not going to think the same of that opinion. So if you have an opinion, most of the time, due to politics, keep the crap to yourself, because it ain't, I mean, I don't know. Just for me and my way of thinking is, I just don't talk about it. Like, I don't, I mean, there's some things I guess you should talk about, but when it goes to where you're arguing backwards and forth, and, friendships getting ruined, and all of this crap, there's like absolutely no need in it. And I see it all the time on Facebook. I see it with Christians that do the crap, and I'm like, y'all are no better off than these people out here acting a fool, because you're not. You can't have hate, even for the bad people that are against stuff. Like, you can't have the hate in your heart. And I don't know. I just don't understand it. I really don't. Like, um, I was thinking the other day how things used to be so simple. And, I mean, life has a way of knocking you down and you get back up and all this stuff. But, like, when things in life were simple, now it's just like a fast-paced life. You have social media, you have phones, which, I mean, I use my phone too. I can't say anything. And everybody's pretty much addicted to them. Like, you have in your iPhone, your smartphone, whatever you have, it's a matter of seconds. You can pull up the internet, you can pay a bill, you can FaceTime, You can do live things on YouTube, and it's just like the world has gotten so fast paced. And, you know, like I remember as a kid, just the simple times going camping and, you know, out in the country with my mom and my dad and my grandparents, and my brother and aunts and uncles and stuff, having the garden there, and being able to just go out there and tend to it, and, you know, just have, like, would have cookouts like once the week or once the month or something, and just simple things like that, family time, that this is like the world today has just got so fast paced, and the love has got like demolished from society. I've never seen in my life. Like, I had opened up my phone and I hadn't watched the news or anything. Like I said, I don't watch it no more. I don't freaking watch it. If I watch, I don't, like, I haven't even been watching Channel 10 news. I normally watch that for like the weather and stuff, but I can't. Um, but I was scrolling on Facebook the other day, something about like the statues of Jesus and stuff, and like they were wanting to like destroy them, take them, tear them down or something. I didn't even read the mess on there. I looked at it and I shut my phone off. And I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, out of all things, you have got to be kidding me, wanting to destroy a statue of Jesus, a statue of the man that gave his life for you and me. Um, where's the love? Like, and I didn't even come on here to talk about this stuff, but I guess it's on my mind and heart. Where is the love for people? Like, what's happened? Um, it's disgusting. Like, it makes me sick, and I know it makes y'all sick, but we need to pray for everybody for love, because it's horrible this day and time.
Can you tell this?
Isaiah's putting together his fishing rod, but it's so horrible. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let me set y'all right here a minute. I'm just tying a line here. You're welcome. But oh, the moon's pretty tonight. Look. But yeah, it's sad. And I mean, I honestly think that I think that we could be in the end times, like just how everything is, and just the feeling of how the world is. Like, do y'all feel that way? Like, or is it just me? Like, do y'all feel oh, see, I just done it again. See, I forget and I scratch my nose. Just like that. And it hurts so bad, I swear. Oh my God. But yeah, I scratch it and I forget. Thankfully, it didn't come out. That's how easy it is to forget. Oh my gosh. See how red it is? That was like close. Yeah, about the YouTube thing, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think that this shirt's a little bit too low cut, but I like it. And I don't wear this shirt often. It's got a little hole right here in it. But the reason why I like it, because it says bless this mess. And I got this and I do have shorts on, but they're like scrunched up my, got this shirt at like, I think Old Navy or something. But, I mean, I watch a couple of YouTube videos, but my mind, like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. And, I've done videos with the anxiety crap when all this crap first started, but my mind has been in so, I guess, chaos. Just not really chaos, but like just working in the nursing home and seeing what we've seen, and, the hurt and the sadness and just that kind of crap. Like, it really took a toll on me. And I had to freaking pray, because I was just getting very, very low and very, very sad. And I'm praying. I'm like, God, I'm telling them, I'm here to take care of these people, and, I can only do so much, but the pain and the hurt that I feel and that I know that they're feeling, it was just getting to be too much. So I kind of got down for a minute, and I'm slowly getting myself back up, and everybody is like pretty much that way, but at least we, stood by each other and helped each other and just went crazy together, I guess you would say. But yeah, we just gotta pray for each other and help each other. And because I'm gonna like, it's hard this day and time, and just the thing, like everything in the world going on, and daily lives, working, and, you know not knowing what's going to happen from day to day, and you're not supposed to worry. I don't worry about, stuff like that most of the time, but like, with all this crap going on in the back of your mind, it's there. But we all need each other. Everybody needs each other. We all need love. We need compassion. We need kindness. We need all of that, because the world's dark and bitter enough. Dark and bitter enough. And, this crap with people pointing fingers and doing all this kind of bull crap, which, a lot of them has picked on me with that on here on YouTube from time to time. And I could care less. Like, that's their business, how they want to think of me or speculate things about me. That's fine. That's their business. They can think what they want, because I know who I am, and their opinions of me does not matter. Clearly, it doesn't matter. Because, and people know when you get on YouTube, you have all that kind of crap. But the thing of it is, their life is their life, and my life is my life. And they're not perfect, and I'm not perfect. So until somebody can be perfect, they shouldn't be pointing the finger. They shouldn't be judging. They shouldn't be doing none of that nonsense, because there's no need in it. Life is too hard without all that nonsense. So I've never understood why people like to do that, honestly. Like, knowing that we all have faults and failures and troubles and all this stuff. What else was I going to say? And if you see somebody out and about in town that is like looking down, or like, smile at them, say hi, show kindness. Like, during this thing with the coronavirus, even at work, like, it's hard to see, like, during that kind of atmosphere when all this crap's going on and you're out wearing your mask and stuff. You can't see your smile. You can't see being acknowledged or something. So we were talking, and we're like, you got to use your eyes to smile now. How do you do that? So, I mean, you have to find a way to, there just went a shooting star. That was neat. Just to show kindness. because you never know what somebody's facing in their life and the struggles that they have. And either you can choose to help that person, or you could possibly knock them way down to the ground to where they just don't care and they just give up. You don't know people's mental, aspect or whatever. But that was just on my mind a lot today because I had done a video. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it was a grocery outlet video. And I was, just looking around. I had actually just went there for coffee. And I was looking around and was finding stuff and was putting it in my buggy and stuff. And I had kept going by this lady, and I was noticing that she was like reading stuff out loud and talking to herself, which I talk to myself sometimes too, which not that loud and not that noticeable. It's just like minor things, but I'm like, is something wrong with her? And I was kind of getting concerned. And I just, I didn't pay no mind, and I went around the other aisle, and I was sitting there looking at the coffee, and she was down there getting some kind of coffee. I think it was like the instant packs, and she was like, oh yes, I was looking for this and hoping to find it and all this stuff. And I just looked at her, and I started talking to her, and I could tell that this lady had been through a whole lot. Like, I could just feel it, and I could just see the distraught and like the sadness in this lady. And I didn't know what to say to her. I didn't say but a handful of words, but I could just feel it, and it was so strong. And so she was talking to me, and she's like, I asked her, I said, hi, how are you doing? And she just started carrying over a conversation with me, and she started telling me bits and pieces of like, I said, God's good, isn't he? Because she had said something. I'm like, yeah, God's good to us, and he helps us each day. And she's like, yeah, he does. And she told me, she was like, there's been days that I woke up that there's no way that I would even wake up. I think she was on pills or something, just from what I, collected or whatever. And she's like, 15 years later, now I'm clean, and God's been good to me. And I just sat there, and I'm like, God love her heart. And so after that, I said, well, you have a good day. And I just took off walking, because at this time, I just felt like I was just tore up to pieces. And so every time I'd go down another aisle, here she would come, and I'll just look at that lady and smile at her and keep walking and shopping and all this stuff. And I could just feel it. Like, I could just feel like her pain and her sadness. And so I got to my car, put my groceries up, and I put all that up, sat in my seat, and I just prayed for the lady, because it just, you never know, like, what people's life have been like. You don't know what they've been through. So I got to thinking, that's like, don't put these people down to the ground to where they can't just get out of it. Encourage them, show love, show kindness. If we could do that, this world would be so much better. Way so much better. Yes, thankful for his grace. I'm trying to read everybody's comments. But anyways, guys, I've been rambling. I have been rambling. But when y'all pray, just say one for me and my family, and for all these little old people in the nursing home. And it's just been sad. Anyways, guys, I love you guys, and until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.